Hey guys, I am back. Welcome back to another budget-friendly Friday. Today we're going to be looking at a knife that I've had in the collection for years, literally years. I haven't done much with it. It's not exactly my style. It's not a bad knife, but recently, so I don't know if you're familiar with Microsoft Edge, or I don't know if it's just the way I have it set up. I open it up, it shows me a bunch of panes, little things, and I don't know how it selects what it selects for me. Some of them are like they come up, and some of them it just picks, and it showed me an article by Men's Journal, and Men's Journal was talking about EDC accessories and some of the best whatevers. And make no mistake about it, okay, I'm gonna be flat up, this was a series of clickable ads, okay, but they were showing legit product. I mean, they were not showing crap products. One of the things they were showing, though, was the Gerber Affinity Copper. Now, we got to separate. There's two models of the Gerber Affinity. One is the Affinity Gray, which is a 7CR blade and an aluminum scale. And the copper is obviously copper and a D2 blade. So the copper is a step up from the Affinity Gray. It was saying that Walmart has these things available for $20. That's pretty good. That is the subject of a great budget-friendly Friday. So while this knife is not exactly my style, not my favorite carry, it is absolutely worth showing to all of you for a really good Category 1, 25 and under, budget-friendly knife that is absolutely worth the price and absolutely worth considering picking up. So to start with, Gerber, I've always said, I've never hid the fact that I have a kind of love-hate relationship with Gerber knives. Some I absolutely love, some I hate, and I think that almost all of them are overpriced. I don't know how else to say it. The MSRP for this on Gerber's website is $58, because I checked. Now, okay, copper, when we look at most knives, copper is a step up. Copper is a special edition. Copper is more. We get it. And you get two pieces of copper on here. We'll talk about this guy in the back and why I actually love this feature in a little bit. D2 is still a step up in steel from a lot of what knife makers will put as a basic blade, especially when you're talking about stepping up from 7CR MOV to, what is it, 7CR13? I don't quote me on that, but that's probably what it is, 7CR13 MOV. To D2, which, especially when you give it a good coating, you're not worried that much about corrosion. Yeah, you've got some exposed edge here, but you're going to get a much tougher blade, a harder blade, much better edge retention, and with the coating on it, you're not that much more maintenance labor intensive. So let's talk about this Gerber knife. Now, I have two in front of me because one of the great things people love about copper is that it will patina over time. I think the longest running patina over time we can look at is the Statue of Liberty. If you didn't know, the Statue of Liberty looked like this when she was put up in New York Harbor. And she now looks, like a green dirty penny because of exposure of the copper to the air and all the elements. People love the fact that a copper, whatever it is, whatever product you have, will patina naturally over time. And there's things that you can do to force that patina. If you hear the clicking, it's the O station right here running through batteries. I apologize. You can do things to force that patina, and you can do a finish we call shipwreck, which is, I'm not going to get into, but it's it makes it even look less evenly patinaed, and whatever. The knife comes with this kind of sort of patinaed look to it. It's an artificially patinaed surface, and it looks good. It looks nice. It matches front and back. I did this one with just plain a little good old Brasso. If you've ever been to basic training, you hate Brasso. Brasso is your enemy, because you have had to smell that, inhale that, and gotten down on the floor to the baseboards and in the water fountains and everything else. My fellow veterans, Brasso. no, brass has a great metal polish. So this is, with just a little bit of work, this is what this is what your copper actually looks like underneath, and it's brilliant. Look at the shine on it. So you can do either one of these right out of the package, depending on what you want. And Gerber, if you read their website, they intended this as a gentleman's carry. And gentle ladies, because we've got you guys in the audience too. So it's a nice slim profile, has a pretty aggressive drop point blade. It's a simple design. It's slim, again, gentleman carry. It's going to fit into inside pockets and suits, and or into pants and everything. Doesn't have a deep carry clip, but it's a very good clip. It's got just enough spring, and it retains well. You cannot obviously shift it left or right. It is tip up, right hand only. It's a steel frame lock, and I just verified that with magnets to make sure I could get that right before I talked about it. What I absolutely love is this second copper plate on the back. They call this the pinch plate. Very often with frame lock knives on this channel, I talk about big hand problems. Big hand problems are that when we go to open a frame lock knife, sometimes, often, just by the nature of the natural way to hold this knife to open it up, you see that my hands, my fingers, would be pressing directly on the lock, which is actually pressing on the detent, which is going to prevent you from being able to open this knife. It happens with a lot of frame locks, and Jeff Hall himself, name dropping, Jeff Hall himself taught me some of the tricks about how to go about opening a frame lock knife with big hand problems and how to get around that. But Gerber put the pinch plate in here, and knowing that this was going to be an extra slim knife, this is going to do two things. This is going to be your over travel stop, so you can't accidentally bend this frame lock out of place. But also, when you've got your big hand problems, let me close it up, and you go to that natural opening position, your fingers rest on the pinch plate. Hey, pinch, get it? Pinch plate. And you have no problem opening the knife at all. Sorry, it's going to be a little more natural if I'm not trying to get it in front of the camera like that. It opens right up, no problems. So this is a great design feature, and I love it. It doesn't just look good, it actually has a practical purpose. Going to the negatives of this knife, you do need a special bit, a little square bit. If you want to get the pivot open, you're not gonna find that spanner. I have the precision bit set. It's not in there, but a square bit will get that pivot open. That sucks, but it's very readily available. You can go on Amazon, get a security bit set. I should have said that, not a precision bit set. A security bit set has all kinds of crazy shaped bits. It's good to have anyway. You never know, especially if you work on like electronics and stuff. It'll get that right open. So it's got great action on it. It's all on copper washers, bronze washers, sorry, which you can kind of see in there. It is a little sticky as frame locks go. I think they're both about the same. Let's see, let's open this guy up. And let's open this guy up. And yeah, they're both pretty late lockups, but that's just the design of the knife. I don't think that's going to affect the life of this knife at all, because it's steel on steel. It's not steel on titanium. Titanium can wear a little bit more quickly than steel can, because it's a little softer. And you could have that molecular stick problem that you have. You really don't see it that much with titanium because they put the carbide inserts. But you can see that the lockup is actually really good. The reason it's late on purpose is because it grabs that blade completely and holds it open. So in terms of, now neither of these have been carried at all. I basically did the unboxings with them and that's it. So these are really still factory fresh edges. In fact, they've kind of been sitting around and they're D2. So if they were gonna, just from ambient humidity and stuff like that, this is not a real good temperature, controlled environment, not a real good atmospheric controlled environment. We don't see any corrosion on this edge or anything. It's done pretty well. Yes, this thumb stud is adjustable. You see that it's like almost in this track over here, You can get to the back of it and loosen it up. I haven't done it. It comes set in a certain position, but to fit your particular hand, depending on where is more comfortable, you can adjust that thumb stud. Whether you just want to change the amount of flick that it has, or you want to actually get your thumb in a different place. So for a $20 knife, it gives you some pretty good features. The only place you're going to find it for is Walmart if you buy it online. You can't go to the store and buy it for the $20. It's $20 and something cents. You can't do that if you go to the store. What you can do is buy it online and pick it up, buy it online, have it shipped, or buy it online and do the home delivery thing. So you've got 3 options. But you can't walk into the store, go to the counter. As a matter of fact, I don't even know if you might only have to get this shipped. I'm not sure. Your local Walmart may vary. I will put a link to Walmart.com because I always give you the links to wherever the best deal I can find this is. That's where it is. So I'll put that link in the video description. So, not a bad little carry piece. I know a lot of you guys are kind of with me with Gerber is like, ugh, I don't know, but when we always talk about Gerber knives being overpriced, $20.70 for a big piece of copper, for a D2 blade, for this kind of, engineering and extra little features and everything, that's a pretty good price. So I think this is a really good budget-friendly Friday that some of you might want to pick up. Anyway, your thoughts, folks. Anybody have one? Carry it around regularly? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you agree? Good entry for budget-friendly Friday. It's the good quality ones for the category 1, 25 and under. Let's face it, they're a little hard to find, but I'm doing it. And again, don't mistake this for the gray. The gray is not the same knife as this. So even though it's less expensive, out in the world, you're still not getting that much of a better deal because the blade is lower quality. And quite frankly, aluminum is great for a material, but you want the copper. You want what you can do with it. So anyway. All right, guys. Thanks for watching another budget-friendly Friday. I hope somebody got something out of this, maybe something cool you want to put in your collection, or, you just saw another option out there. Thanks for spending the time with me in any case. Remember that you guys are all absolutely awesome, and I appreciate every single one of you, and I'll be back again real soon.